Hi. Oh, well, I guess I kind of figured that at least I'd have one person here. I wasn't really expecting that to be a lot of people. I thought my dog was gonna be here, so I was gonna apologize for his barking, but he's not here. He's with my parents right now, so I'm sure in future ones he will be here, and I will have to apologize for his constant barking. So yeah, so basically, this whole entire live stream is going to be just talking. If there's like something that you specifically want to talk about, then I am more than happy to do so. If there's any questions that you have for me, feel free to answer them. This is just basically going to be just being chill and just relaxing, just having a good time. Like, so I don't really have much planned to talk about. Um, so yeah. uh, but overall, I am doing good despite my current situation, which is gonna be losing the job that I currently have, which is fine. I figured that the store was gonna close eventually because not a lot of people go to malls anymore. People just do online shopping pretty much nowadays, thanks to COVID. uh, so yeah. Um, what all I've been doing is just like watching TV shows on my computer and stuff like that. So yeah, and I have a few that I do like, and I can't wait for them to come back. And I have watched some Netflix stuff and have been kind of sad and disappointed that they did not continue a lot of the shows I've watched. uh, so yeah, but I guess that's just something that they're just at this point known for doing. Um, so yeah, I the one of the shows I know that definitely are gonna continue is you mentioned the cafe, yeah. So yeah, here where I live, which is Spokane, there's this kitty cafe, and so they work with a local animal shelter, and you can visit the cats and you can adopt them through the cafe. And I've gone there 2 times. One time with my sister, and another time with my dad, which he actually really enjoyed getting to spend time with the cats. So yeah, I'm just an animal person. I love animals, so being able to have an opportunity to work with animals is honestly just really awesome. And I have worked with cats before, and I understand the body language, so I know when it's best to keep your distance from them. So yeah, but yeah, and the program is going really great. I'm learning a lot of cool stuff and to make a bunch of different kind of coffee drinks and stuff like that, which is overall has been a really good time. So yeah, and I am trying. My friends are always busy playing games, so talking to them about doing the game that I have talked about, it's a work in progress. But I really hope that we can get going as soon as possible. So if you guys want to know more about that, or if you guys want to know what kind of games I'm into playing, I'm more than happy to talk about them. Or anything that you have in mind to talk about. And so yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, try to find some music to play. I probably will get demonetized from the music that I play. But I'm not here to become like a big time YouTube channel. I honestly started making these videos for myself. What's the latest game that I played? So I have been basically playing some like the simulator games that they've had, especially like the ones made from like a Frozen district, I believe. So I played the new one, which is House Flipper 2, which is a lot of fun. I played the original one, and I played the hairdressing simulator, before they made a lot of the fixes. So I got to play a pretty bugged out game that my computer could not handle at all, apparently. So that was fun. So yeah. Sometimes I go back to playing Dead by Daylight. That game, I enjoy it. I enjoy playing the survivor over the killer because I guess I just don't like playing first person. And my favorite character would probably be Claire Redfield. Yeah, I like to play Claire Redfield, and I have basically make comments to my friends like, she's got a nice ass, or she does. That character definitely has one. If you've seen the Resident Evil games or played them, she definitely does have it. So yeah, but I do like horror games. I more like watching people play them. And I have a couple of YouTubers I'm subscribed to that play horror games and stuff like that, who I really enjoy. So yeah. One of them is like the superhero bro, and he does actually kind of like story explain videos for a lot of the games that he plays, which I enjoyed. I watched his whole entire Five Nights at Freddy's one, and Poppy Playtime, it looks like they're going to be making a movie for that. So I'm definitely going to be interesting to see how they bring that to life. And yeah, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, that's Sims. I played The Sims 4. I have almost like every single one of the packs and stuff like that. So yeah, I played that game since the first one came out years ago. I stole them from my sister because she got them for gifts, and I've been hooked ever since. Any other things you want to ask? At all? I guess they do have an anime convention here, and I really want to go to it. I had to try to find this like little cute kimono dress I have, and I have like cat ears and stuff like that. So I want to bring my cat to life. Is there any new games that I want to play? There are some new games on like my Steam wish list that I've been keeping an eye on. So yeah, they're coming out with like a DLC for the House Flipper game, which is that you get to like renovate and run your own restaurant. I also have played the cooking simulator game as well. And then there's like this one that is like basically like an interactive story. I love interactive story games that I've been waiting to come out. It's been in development for a couple of years now. I played the first one, which was really good. I have it, let's see, on my Steam, which would be it is. I have so many games on like my. It's All Life, and it's It's the first one, Beginning and Always, and then they have a new one which is Now and Forever, which I have been waiting to play because I love the first one that they made. So yeah, that story made me very emotional, and it was really sweet too. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I do like a lot of like games that kind of like have like the anime art style. Those things are really fun to play. I played like an RPG game called Aura Kingdom, which was that, and I was really hooked. I even bought like little outfits and stuff like that for my character. So yeah. But yeah, that's just like a few. I have played Stardew Valley. I never finished playing Stardew Valley because I get kind of like stuck with making any progress in the game. So that's why I guess I just decided not to play it. I'm good at starting things and then not finishing them. I have watched so many shows and I have not finished most of them. Because I would like watch a bunch of episodes at once, and then it's like, okay, I need to take a break from the show. I start watching something else, I get into that, and it just a process that goes over and over again. I guess that's the haunted thing of being like, a millennial. You can only keep our attention for so long until we just decide to pay attention to something else. So yeah. It's really weird not to have my dog here with me. I'm so used to him being around, and just having him not be around it's crazy. Okay, get ready for this video to be demonetized because I'm gonna be playing some K-pop music. Yeah. Okay, so the last movie that I saw with my dad was the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And before that, I did get prepared to watching it by watching the first two original ones and then the one that came before Frozen Empire. And honestly, this Frozen Empire, out of all of them, has been my favorite. I love the main protagonist in it. He's so much more badass than the previous ones, especially Gozer. I really hope they don't bring Gozer back. That character has been just done. I'm just done with that character. But that was like the one that I watched recently. I wanted to see the Willy Wonka movie when it came out, but unfortunately I didn't get to see it. And of course, I want to see Inside Out 2, which was supposed to come out this month, but will come out until next month, so it's kind of sad. But I will be dragging my dad to seeing that movie with me. So yeah, Pixar movies, they're so great at being able to pull on your heartstrings with the music score that they use and stuff like that. It's just, oh my gosh, they get me every single time. So yeah, and the stories are great. And as like someone who has experienced like a lot of like those like emotions and stuff like that, it's cool to see it portrayed on screens, and I think it's a really great thing for children to watch with their parents, honestly. So I definitely recommend that movie. Along with Ugly Dolls, it's actually one of my favorite movies too, because of the message of being just embracing who you are and not following society's expectations of beauty. And I also think that's a great movie for children too. I love the message. So yeah. But yeah, like the movies that I kind of like, I like comedies. I'm not really into romance all that much. Fantasy, action, adventure, feel good movies. Yeah, so like Inside Out 2 is like, I've looked at all the movies coming out, and a lot of them, I guess, are like horror movies and stuff like that. I'm not into American horror movies because I feel like they all follow the same kind of formula in them, and the outcome is just very predictable. So I kind of got into like Asian horror movies, especially ones that kind of make fun of itself, which is like Secret the Hot Springs. That's my favorite one. It's I believe like a Taiwanese movie that's on like Netflix, and I love that movie. I did watch The Cross Bridge. That movie, when I watched it, fully confused me because of it going between 3 different timelines, and the 2 timelines that had like the same deal in it. So that kind of was like a little bit too much for my brain to process. So I'm glad that I was able to find someone to explain the plot for that. And I have recently watched, I think it's Prism. So it's like Minx that played the game, and that played that one of the games. But I watched someone play the game version of the movie, and the fact that they kept with like one timeline in the game was nice. And they like, oh, what if the ending of the movie could have happened a different way? So you had a choice of how the ending went. So I guess that's what I like about some games is when they have like multiple endings. So depending on your choices and your decisions and who you save and who you don't save is because everyone can just, those games are just replayable, which is I think a lot of games like the concept of games that they can go through again and see things and find things that they didn't see before. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the only upcoming movie that so far I've seen that I'm interested in Inside Out 2. So, yeah. Dungeons and Dragons. My mom watched Dungeons and Dragons when it came out to streaming, and that's like her favorite one. I have a coworker who actually plays Dungeons and Dragons. I never played it myself. I know the campaigns can go for like a long time, so it's something that you really need to be dedicated into playing. But it doesn't mean like I wouldn't be like, wanting to try it at least once. I think it would be kind of fun since I do like a fantasy type of stuff. So I'm kind of a person that has to have something going on with my hands. Else I just kind of go a little bit crazy. So I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, you can actually see more of my tattoo that I have on my arm, and like oh my gosh, it's kind of hard and that's like my actual dog's print right there. You can kind of see her actual paw print. So yeah. And then I have like the ones you might be able to see them back here. Those are my new ones that I got, and they are my zodiac signs. I was born on the cusp of September 22nd. So I'm a Libra and I'm a Virgo. So I definitely got some traits from both of them. And it's kind of interesting because Libras and Virgos don't actually get along with each other. So I have inner conflicts going inside me constantly. So yeah. One thing that always people ask me about my tattoos, does it hurt? And it's it does at first, and then over time it just isn't as painful. Getting them done, you just kind of get used to it. And everyone says with tattoos, you can't just have one. And I have about on 5, 6 or something like that now. So I have a little collection going on for sure. Yeah, so I've been thinking about what I want to get, and so one of the movies that I loved as a child was Spirit Away, and I really liked Haku when he transformed into that dragon. I thought it was so cool. So I want to get that Haku as a dragon wrapped around this arm, which is going to take a long time to be able to do that. It's going to be a process, definitely. And then I was thinking about on my side to get something that how it say love yourself with a pink and blue butterfly, and that was basically a whole entire thing with a BTS was the whole entire love yourself thing, which I am trying really hard to do every single day, is to love who I am. And I love Japanese yokais, and my favorite one is a kitsune. So I honestly might get a kitsune. So yeah, there was a tattoo that I wanted to get on my hand that my mom's kind of opposed to me getting, which would be I would say like hope and love, and it would be like in Korean. But it's kind of hard to get jobs when you have like hand tattoos and stuff like that. So I don't know about that one. And I am one thing like I have been kind of like fascinated with is it's not exactly witchcraft, but it's like Wiccandry, and that's actually a symbol for protection against like spirits and stuff like that. And I was thinking about maybe getting it like back here. So basically, it's like a two crescent moons facing outwards and a circle with like a pentagram in the middle. And I'm sure as soon as people see the pentagram, like demon worshiper, which is not the case. I am not a demon worshiper in any way, shape, or form. I do find them fascinating, but I would never mess with that kind of stuff. That's where I draw the line, honestly. Like Ouija boards, all that. Nope, I'm good. I'm good when it comes to that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, but I do like believe in like I'm a non-religious person. When I was younger, because my cat died, I just ended up basically stopped believing in God and all that kind of stuff. So I believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. I do believe there's an afterlife and there's a place where our soul, our spirit goes after we pass on. But if there's unfinished business, we stick around on the mortal plane, unable to move on. So yeah, that's my belief. And I'm okay with people believing like whatever they want to believe in. I'm not gonna judge them for their beliefs, and I respect them not to judge me for mine. So yeah. Sorry, I sometimes I rant, as you've seen in videos that I've made. So yeah. Oh, I'm trying so hard not to sing. I love a lot of these songs that they play on the playlist that people make on YouTube for K-pop. This is like one of my favorite. I love Twice. They're one of my favorite groups. So yeah. Oh. But yeah, as far as tattoos go, tattoos are expensive, so it's like I really need to think about what I'm gonna do and how long it's gonna take. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I was gonna talk about the Hornty thing with what happened with the actor that was on Wednesday, and the fact that he's not in season 2 because of like the stuff on social media accusing him of like, you know, I forgot what it was about, but I know it had like something to do like, you know, like. I don't think it was like sexual assault, but it's like something along those lines that he was accused on like social media of doing. And because of that, either Netflix decided that it'd be best not to have him next season, or it was his choice. I didn't do much research on it, but it's just like I feel it's like, and he's just like 22, and the fact that like he still has like his whole career ahead of him, and people are just trying to destroy that is just ridiculous. People forget that celebrities are people too, with feelings and emotions, and they have family and friends and all that kind of stuff, just like the all night people. But they have like no problem trying to bring them down and destroy their careers. I mean, they are perfectly able to destroy their careers on their own. They do not need anyone's help with doing that. That is for certain. So, that saying that definitely triggered me. So yeah, and then another thing, like that one actor, what was it? Oh my goodness, his name was oh gosh, I had to look it up real quick. He was from Descendants, and when he passed away, it really did like an like emotional like number on me, because he was like the same age as I am, and that is Cameron Boise. Yeah, when he passed away, and like that just like made me so sad because like I said, the same age, and he had like his whole entire life and career ahead of him, and just for it just to be taken away, like it's just sad. So, yeah, I'm trying not to get emotional just thinking about it. So yeah, but yeah, just saying that kind of stuff, it's just like like really, strikes hard. But even if you don't know the person, it's just the thought of that can be sad. So yeah. um what are your goals do you have this year? What goals do I have this year? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna end up having to get a new place, which is gonna be fun. Having to deal with that. I lost some stuff when I moved the first time. I lost my rice cooker. I have no idea where it is. And it's been gone for like months now. Honestly, I'm just like at this point, I'm just like you make plans and then they never go the way that you hope. So I'm just waiting and seeing like what happens and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to go with the flow so that way like I won't be disappointed if things don't happen. Like I hope they do, but if I get a new apartment, one thing I need to do is like look into possibly owning, like starting the process of starting my own business. And one thing that I always dreamt of doing ever since I was little was to have my stay-at-home cupcake business, because I feel like, oh, if I ever got married and have kids, I'd be able to take care of my kids and my animals while still being able to walk and do what I love. And so that has been my goal for the longest time. And just things just kind of make it hard to be able to go towards those goals. But I am going to, with hopefully my parents' help, focus on going towards at least a business. Open a business, and I felt like if it ever got successful, maybe have like a little cupcake food truck with some food and drinks and stuff that people can buy for the dogs too, because I have a dog and I know how people love to be able to take the dogs places and get stuff for them. So that is the goal. And selling all the candles that I made last year. I have a ton of candles at my parents' house, and I need to sell them. So yeah, I used like a bunch of like yogurt jars for the candles and all that. So that way I wouldn't have to buy a bunch of jars. But yeah, that is so far my goal. Yeah, the thing like what I love about baking, like yes, it's stressful and it's messy, but once like I finish making what I make and seeing people enjoying what I made, it's just the greatest feeling ever. So all of like the just like anger and like the blood, sweat, and tears, basically, it's just all worth it at the end just to see people enjoy what you make. So yeah. Speaking of having to mix stuff, I need to make my dog some dog treats. I haven't done that in a long time. He needs some freshly baked doggy biscuits. So yeah. But yeah, like if I do ever have a house, double oven, definitely need like a double oven to be able to bake all that stuff. Would be nice to have. So yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, I feel bad that like I'm living in like this small apartment with my dog. He is so used to my because I lived with my parents for a long time, and they have like a big giant backyard that he can just run around and bark to his heart's content. And here he cannot do that, and I just feel so bad for him. So I really want that to eventually have like a little home and nice fenced in backyard so he can be Fritz, be himself. So yeah, at least get an apartment for a balcony for a while so I can people watch because he loves to people watch. That's his favorite thing to do. So, and I don't have that right now for him. Even I get a little bit stir crazy because it's just me and him, and I've been used to living with other people, my whole entire life. So, kind of miss having that human connection. That's why whenever I go out and meet people and I feel comfortable with them, I just like what I'm doing now. I just keep talking. So, yeah. I am actually probably gonna turn my fan on because I am starting to get warm. So you're gonna be able to hear my fan going off. It's like I have an AC unit here, but it is loud and obnoxious. And in the bedroom. There we go. It's only like, what, 56 degrees here right now? But it has been hot on and off for a couple of days now here. So yeah. Despite the fact that it's a lot more hotter in Spokane than it was back in Seattle, I still enjoy living in Spokane over Seattle. Despite the fact that where I live, there's a bunch of homeless people around. So, yeah. Despite that fact. Mm. So, yeah. I was definitely lucky that we had really nice neighbors where my parents live, and my neighbors here, a lot of them are older than me, but they are like really nice and friendly. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, right now I am working like in a retail setting, and getting like experience like selling products and items to people. So I have that experience, and I brought that over to the Barista program, which I'm currently doing. But yeah, I will be like, of course, I will be like interacting with like a lot of like the customers and stuff like that. And even though I'm not much of a people person, that's just something that you have to do. Like you have to interact with people. That's just part of it. Even if you work with animals, you still need to interact with other people. There's like really no job unless unless you're doing like a stay-at-home job where you don't really interact with people, but you still interact with people on the phone. No matter if it's like that's the thing. Like any job, you're interacting with people. Doesn't matter where you are. So it's just part of life, I guess. Um, but it would be nice to be able to go out and interact with people more and meet people, especially people that have things that in common, that I have in common, and make friends and stuff like that. That'd be really nice. So yeah, because all the people, the few people that I was friends with back in Seattle, I hardly ever talked to. So yeah, which is fine. I have a friend that sometimes I talk to. His name, I'm gonna tell you his name. His name is Gene. So yeah, and he's a character. But he has basically been a good friend for me for ever since I met him. So yeah, so it's nice to at least have that still. But yeah, it's I'm used to working in retail at this point, and it's definitely like a skill that is handy to have. Um, like if you like work somewhere, if you want to open your own business, you need to be able to sell stuff to people. So yeah, and the thing like a lot of like the clothing stores, I've been to a clothing store, and I've experienced them doing like the thing that some people do, where you try something on, it obviously does not look good on you whatsoever, and like it looks great, it looks amazing, you should get it. And it's like I can tell that this does not, and I'm not buying this. So I can't stand retail people like that. If someone wants my opinion, I will be honest with them in a nice way, but I won't lie to them and tell them to buy something that clearly does not look good on them, that doesn't flatter the figure and stuff like that. I'm not that kind of person. So yeah, I just could not, in a good conscience, do that. So yeah. Oh, I kind of wish my dog was here so you could like see him and stuff like that, and see his happy little face. So yeah, because so far, like in the videos that I've uploaded, he has been good at not barking. And when I do make videos, I can just pause it, tell him to stop barking, and then resume the video. It's just like the funny part about it. So yeah, I was not planning on having a dog in this part of my life. I was definitely not planning on having a Pomeranian. But here we are. Yeah, so it's called Route 21. It's at the mall, and it does sell clothes. I have gotten most of my joy. I've gotten from there, and I bought almost all the lipsticks, the lip glosses that they have there. Um, so yeah, but yeah, it's a retail store. And yeah, like it is closing down. And I knew that eventually it was going to close down because, like I said, people don't really shop at malls anymore. People basically do online shopping, and I think that has to do with like the fact of like COVID, where a lot of people had to stay at home and could not go out. So it's just become like the norm to just buy stuff online, and people feel like that's easier. It's not exactly quicker, but it's easier. And as human beings, we like to go the easy way and then instead the difficult way, which is getting our butts off the couch, going outside, interacting with people, and trying stuff on. So yeah. The dress that I'm wearing, I actually did buy online. Not from my store though. Not from the store I worked at. So yeah, I buy most of my clothes on like Shein. That's where I buy my clothes. This necklace, however, I bought from the BTS march. It's a Jimin's necklace I have. So yes, I have some BTS jewelry too. I actually have a whole box. I call it my BTS box. It has all my BTS stuff in it. My plushies, my album boxes that I am planning on selling, so that way I can save up to actually go to Korea. So yeah. But yeah, exactly, because like then you can like actually like instead of like spending like a bunch of money on like shipping and stuff like that, you can just try it on, look at it, and it's like, okay, I'm not feeling this, I'm not gonna buy this. So yeah. But even if people go to stores, like buy the thing anyways, they try it on at home, and then they bring it back. So yeah. But yeah, the whole entire thing in the store is like we weren't getting like enough business. People were shoplifting. It just was not. Um, and the people were turning a lot of stuff. It just was financially not good for the store, and ultimately the people who own the the on Route 21 decided to cut the losses and file for bankruptcy like the third or fourth time now. And now they're just trying to make as much money as they can before shutting down the stores. So yeah, they're just selling as much clothes as they possibly can, and then just selling all the fixtures in the store. So it's just gonna be completely bare as soon as they're done with it. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know, it must have been going on for like a couple of months now, and we were hiring new people not knowing that they were planning on shutting down the stores. So they definitely, pardon my language, effed us over. They totally effed us over. And that's why I don't like corporations. That's why I rather work for like an independent business than someone that, well, then go through that. So yeah. And there's a lot of like nice local businesses that we have that are good to support. How much longer? I'm scheduled to work this Sunday. I honestly don't know. I guess they're just gonna tell us like, okay, my boss is just gonna tell me like, okay, they're gonna be closing stores. They're gonna be closing the stores. Look for another job, basically. So I'm just waiting till I get the text that's telling me you should get a job. So yeah, but luckily I have a backup plan. I hope my other coworkers have backup plans. I feel bad for the people that we've hired, new hires, and I feel bad for my coworker who's on maternity leave who had a baby in May. So I definitely feel bad for all because of that. All my coworkers that have children, I feel bad for them because now they're gonna have to find a new job to help pay to support their families. So honestly, I don't know. I'm just waiting at this point, just a waiting process. So, unfortunately, that's all I can do. So yeah. And I wasn't like that's the thing. I wasn't even planning on working there for like that long. It wasn't gonna be like a permanent thing for me. It was just gonna be like job experience and help pay the bills and stuff like that. That's basically all it was for me. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah. They didn't really give us like too much money. And the only way that I like even knew that the stores were closing was because I do have like kind of like accounts on their website. So I get emails from them. And I got an email saying like, oh, we're having a closing sale. And of course, it isn't until a store closes down and people hear about it that a bunch of people start shopping because they know a lot of the stuff is going to be on sale for ridiculously low prices. So we have been getting business because of that. That's just how it works. So yeah. That's the thing, people like to buy expensive products for less. So yeah, free, saving money. And I can't just say that's like an American thing. It's not just an American thing. There's a lot of other people, well, other countries that like to take advantage of a good deal. So yeah. And I don't exactly have like my heart still on like working the Kid Cantina. It's fine if I don't get a job there, but now I have like a new set of skills so I can expand my portfolio and my range of jobs to work for. So yeah, that's really good. Uh, oh, at this point, there's probably not a lot of good stuff left. I did buy this one dress that I was planning on wearing at my friend's wedding, but of course that didn't work out because I got the invitation from it too late to actually be able to go to her wedding. But that was like the whole entire, like, if you watch the video, that was all about like miscommunication with her. Unfortunately, I did wear it when I went to high tea with my mom and my sister and my mom's friends for Mother's Day. So at least I got to see the Day of Light. So yeah. But yeah, no, I'm not planning on buying anything. They probably have like a lot of the good stuff sold out anyways. So yeah. And I guess and there were signs that they were closing store because usually like each season they would have and like mainly like each season they would have like a limited time fragrance, and they did not have any limited time fragrances coming into the store. And then they also we weren't starting to get us summer stuff when we usually get our summer stuff in. So there were kind of like little things here and there, kind of hinting at this was obviously something going on that just weren't telling anyone. So yeah. But yeah, no, there's nothing that I'm interested in buying at this point. So yeah. So, like I said, I like these songs. I might have to, if I do a video or something like that, I kind of do want to try to do like the try not to sing challenges. I wouldn't want to do like a videos of those. This one channel, like, I believe I'm sure you know the React channel. They do like this one thing where it's kind of like Mary F kill, where they say boop instead of but I wouldn't say boop because when I think boop, I think that like when you like boop someone's nose, like doing like that, which I do to my dog like all the time. But I might do like see if I can do like a video of like a live stream where I kind of like watch the video and I will let you guys see who I would marry, smash, or kill. And I know like a lot of people have already done like a smash or pass videos, but if you want to see me do like a live stream where I do smash or pass video, then I am more than happy to try to do that for you guys. And then you can see just how weird I truly am. And unlike most YouTubers, I won't hold back. I won't feel shame, and I won't care if people think I'm a furry. Because I'm a cat. I'm a cat, remember that. So if there's an animal, I have a reason to smash that animal. No holding back here. No holding back here. I'm gonna go get myself a root beer. I'll be back. I got everywhere. That was good. Of course, not sponsored. I love A&W root beer. I love it. It's my favorite kind. I'll let you guys see my little lucky cat. Well, I'll let you see my little lucky cat since it's only two people watching. Oh, Woody, you like that idea? Yeah, I know like and they keep adding like new Pokemon, basically like every year. And oh my gosh, the quality of Pokemon it just declined so much over the years. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I like I said, I really want to do the one, but like I do play Sims. I don't really talk much, when I play Sims, I feel like it would be kind of boring for you guys, for anyone to be watching me play it, because like I don't know, I just don't find my way of playing it very entertaining. I mean, I guess I could show you like how because like how I make houses, I don't do like those like crazy like elaborate houses like most Sims creators do. I just try to do ones that are like functional and are able to keep and not have like the number of Sims I have in the family. So yeah, I was playing a family. I was doing like the whole entire new one was like multiple generations. So I did that, and I was playing one of them, and my main family from them decided to have another kid. So they ended up having like basically 2 infants and stuff like that. And she's like, "Why did you do this to me?" Gosh, that's too bad I can't get you Sims fixed. That'd be nice. So yeah, I am looking forward to like the new expansion pack this summer though. That's gonna be fun. I doubt it's gonna be big because they made them small and smaller, but still should be fun. Probably new places for them to boink. That's always fun to have. New creative places to boink. So yeah. But I guess I could like do maybe like a Dead by Daylight one, and you get to see me basically get killed. I get killed a lot in that game, but it's like I honestly rather be killed by an actual like person in the game than by like I guess you can just say like AI. That's why I don't like a phasmophobia. At all. It's not scary to me anymore. I am desensitized to it because I got killed so many times with the ghosts and stuff like that. I haven't really been like into demonologists that much to really get desensitized by that. Yeah, myself the same thing. I mainly get killed, which would you would think wouldn't pan out for if there was like a real situation where there'd be like a killer. But I think I would do a decent enough job of finding that against a killer before they ultimately end my life. So yeah. So yeah, the one killer that I wasn't willing to go up against in Dead by Daylight that I ended up going up against was Chucky, because he's a doll, so freaking small. You had to like instead of like looking up above like eye level in the game, you had to look down the ground or have like a nice like high vantage point to see where the heck that little F is going. So yeah, I did watch a whole entire video explaining on like the Chucky franchise. I never watched the movies, but yeah, I watched a video explaining the history and lore of Chucky and Chucky's Bride and all of that from CZ's World. So yeah, but I'll see about maybe doing a Dead by Daylight video stream. I might be playing by myself, and I might be playing with some friends. I don't know. My friends don't really play that game much anymore. They've been playing Valorant, which I suck at. I suck at Valorant. So yeah, that's just like too much for my game to be able, for my brain to be able to like process all the stuff going on. So yeah, because you had to like make sure you like know where all the other people are at, and you balance your abilities, and yeah, it's just too much. So yeah. But it is like it does feel good when you actually do get someone. I mean, that does feel good, but for me, that doesn't really happen that much. Once in a blue moon, but I actually managed to kill someone that game. And like I said before, I wasn't expecting that to be a bunch of people here for this live stream. It's fine. It's the weekend, and it's pretty early. People are probably doing some stuff, so maybe I'll do one later in the day when more people are home. I don't know. So yeah. Well, like I said, if there's anything that you want to like ask, if you want to get like a little bit personal, you can. I'm fine with that. Don't have any problems with that. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. Plushy. I don't have my dog to pet. I'll pet this dog instead. Hmm. um. Ugh. So I guess one thing I have been wanting to do is travel, and my mom 1 year for Christmas present gave me like the ancestry DNA kit. So I got to find out like where my family came from, and a lot of them that came from like a northwestern Europe and Germany. And I think it'd be really fun to go to Germany sometime. And those are places where my family was from, to just to be able to like just experience and have you know just feel connected to them, because I didn't get to actually of course like get to ever meet them, get to know them, their stories. So it'd be fun. So yeah, I want to go to like Wales. That would be fun to go to Wales too. And I want to go over around Asia so bad. I think it'd be fun to spend like maybe like maybe like a summer spring in Korea with a couple of friends. Because I was want that's the thing. I want to share experiences with people. I want to travel with them. I couldn't travel alone. I'm too scared, especially when you're like in a foreign country. You don't know anyone. You don't exactly speak the language. It's nice to have someone there with you. So yeah, and I like trying new things and food. I'm a little bit of a foodie. Yeah. Ugh. I am just sucks. I am gonna be 27 this year. I'm getting so old. I know some people may not see it that way, like I am getting old, but it's like I feel like I'm getting old. The years go by way faster than they did when I was younger. So it's like it feels like so whenever I made like progress and like doing stuff that I want to do, it feels great. But then there's like things I want to do, and it's like I feel like I don't have the time to do it because the years just go by like way too fast, and then every day is just like the same thing over and over again. I just have lost track of time. It sucks. So yeah, but hopefully I'll be able to do some of the stuff I want to do. I really want to go to like the wonderful world of Harry Potter so bad. I love the Harry Potter movies. What's my favorite dishes? I like Italian. I like Greek. I like a lot of like Asian food. There's like this restaurant that's like it's a really expensive restaurant. It's called Thai Bamboo, and it's like Asian fusion. The food that's really good. So I can handle like a little bit of spice. But I'm more like a dessert person. I love sweets. And it's like I want to like get like exercise and get in better shape. Where it's just like I just sometimes just want to have ice cream or cake or something sweet. So it's like so hard to stay committed to trying to lose weight. Yeah, me and my sister, we both look young for our age. When she was like working at a restaurant, like parents like teenage boys kept trying to like set her up with a teenage boy, which I find like really funny. But it's also like we look young and we're not very tall. I'm like 5 feet tall. She's 5'1". We are shorties because we are early bloomers. So I got to experience uh, becoming a young woman before I was prepared to become a young woman. So that was fun. Yeah. But thankfully, I have something that I take to not let the wet monster pay its visit. An unwanted visitor that comes over every month for like a week and just can't wait until they leave. So yeah, like I said, like I basically like it's like I don't really have much of a filter. That's because my mom doesn't have much of a filter, especially when she's been drinking. I don't drink, but I honestly love to watch other people drink and get drunk. I think it's fun and entertaining, which might sound a little bit messed up, but it's true. Like I don't drink, but it's fun. But my mom kind of becomes like a child when she drinks, and then my sister, she's just like the worst kind. She's like a sad kind of drunk. I don't really know how to say my dad, but my dad's naturally like a kid. And so is my grandpa. He's like really old, and sometimes he acts like he's a child. So yeah, I love them. Don't get me wrong. I do love my family, but sometimes they can be a lot. So yeah, I know I can sometimes be a lot too. So yeah, and as things that I've obviously gotten from like my dad that aren't exactly good things to inherit. And I'm trying to work on not being like him. But when you're like around someone for so long, you basically kind of pick up on the habits and stuff like that. Unfortunately. So yeah, so get the non-filter and then getting like I guess like usually angry and irritated, especially when things aren't like working the way that I want them to, which happens a lot. I constantly have dreams about like things not working when I want them to work. So yeah, and then I had like the dream. I think and my dad like actually told me that even like he had this dream, like he graduate from high school, and then he had dreams basically saying like, oh, we didn't graduate from high school, like you're 1 credit short or something. That I'm gonna have to do it and like be in high school for another year. And that was like an option for me was to stay in high school for another year. I just decided to graduate when I did, which I'm thankful for. I don't think I could have done another year of school, honestly. And gave my parents the opportunity to move us out to Spokane, where we currently live. So yeah, and the people here, for the most part, like a lot more nicer. Um, I've met some nice people. I haven't met many like not so nice people here yet. Um, so yeah, and like working like at downtown at the barista thing, and then at the mall, you see some interesting people going into the store and shopping that you probably wouldn't have seen like anywhere else, unless you go to like a convention, and it's just full of those people. But yeah, the anime convention, that's one thing I want to go to. They have like a comic convention too that I might go to. I went to one like years ago with my dad because we saw that Will Wheaton was going to be there, and I loved Will Wheaton from like The Big Bang Theory, and I watched him in another show. I think it was called like The Guild or something like that, where he played like a character that was like a gamer who wore a kilt and had like no underwear underneath the kilt. And I wanted to meet him so bad. And then we went there. We drove all the way to Seattle from where we lived. And we went there and we were late. We missed meeting Will Wheaton, and it was just so sad. So I guess I got to experience what Sheldon did when he was younger. Wanted to meet Will Wheaton, didn't get to. So yeah. What other bad habits, in case it's good to be straightforward? No. So I guess like with my mom, she says things that aren't exactly like into like appropriate, especially like in certain situations. Um, so yeah, she just kind of like I don't know, she just isn't like really, I guess, like afraid of like saying what she thinks. And I guess I kind of got that from her too. I'm not afraid of sometimes saying what I think. I'm kind of like I can be sometimes like really honest. And my mom's friend Monica kind of like that, how I just like say it how it is instead of like being around the bush, I guess. Just being like straightforward. So yeah, like I guess you like can like I am like I guess like kind of like very open with like one thing I am very open is like with like well I don't have I'm not sexually active, but my sexuality, I guess I'm kind of like more very like, open about that, and I don't mind to not care about like saying what I think. Like I used to when I lived with my parents, I used to watch like female wrestling with my dad, and I told him like I would date a female wrestler. That is something that I would do because I find them badass and cool and very attractive and stuff like that. And like the type of like people that I am attracted to, I am very open about that. um, so yeah. So yeah, because I feel like people who say they don't have a type, they are lying. Everyone has some sort of type of like person that they are just naturally attracted to. So yeah. And I am definitely like one of those people, and I'm not afraid to like actually like say what I am attracted to, what I'm like looking into, like a partner and all that. So yeah. And I wanted to, and I did take like a quiz because they have like this quizzes now because everyone has to be like something, right? They have to be some part of like the rainbow. And it's like, okay, where am I? I'm asexual. That's apparently what I am according to a quiz that I took. So yeah. And like that's like the thing, like for like the longest time I have been like attracted to like guys, and I have made it very obvious. But as I got older, it's like, like the girls out there that I do find attractive. And would I be willing to like date a girl? Yeah, totally. I would be willing to. I would even be willing to date someone who's like transgender. honestly don't care. So yeah, and I'm like completely like accepting of like all of that. I've seen drag shows with my sister, which were like so much fun. I got to see Jinx Monsoon, and then they did like the Christmas one that came here to Spokane, so like the Fox, and that was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I think it'd just be fun to just have like an interaction with a drag queen. So yeah. And I watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I love RuPaul's Drag Race. It's like so much fun to watch. So yeah. And I know it's kind of like for like the gay community, RuPaul's Drag Race is basically like football for the drag community. Because there's a drag queen that people like, who root for, who want to see it win, and then there's ones that they really do not want to see win at all. So yeah, and I'm excited to watch the All Star season. I'm interested to see who they're gonna bring back for that. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, and this stuffed animal right here. This is Mr. Snuggles, and I got him when I was like very young. And the funny thing is, like, I was a kid when I basically got him, so I made a backstory for him. And one of the things about him is he's gay. He has a husband, and he has a nephew. I made a little backstory for Mr. Snuggles. So yeah, and that just shows I still am kind of like a child. I love stuffed animals. I have Beanie Boos. I have a couple Beanie Boos in a box in my apartment. Then when I was in Maui, I got like a dolphin, and I also got I think like a chicken, because they had like a bunch of chickens just roaming around, basically in the streets in Maui, which was like so funny to see. So yeah, and I have a bunch of pictures of that phone. I think I posted them on my Instagram. But the thing about my Instagram is a different name than on my YouTube channel. Like all of like my gaming stuff, it's a different name. It's not Vampire Cat. I was planning on changing the name of like the MIOC for YouTube. And I did have someone sketch like a design for like the new OC character, and I had a story for her and all that. Like I have a story for this OC character. And the whole entire thing was like, oh, I wanted to start like introducing gaming to the channel and stuff like that. The problem is I don't know what how to set that up on my, because I'm a PC gamer, but I game on my laptop. I don't have a computer and a monitor and all that kind of stuff. What's my thing? Oh my gosh, I have done. So I done the dating app thing. I done eHarmony. That was something. I have messed around on this. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called like All World. And then I'm the you. But all the guys in there are just freaking disgusting. And I never really dated because the whole thing, and I don't know if you watched this video. I talked about my boyfriend from when I was younger, and how that relationship just wasn't overall a good relationship. Not that he was like abusive or anything like that. It's just because dating someone who has a learning disability, it's difficult, especially the one kind, especially if it's like a certain kind. I'm not gonna really divulge what he had, but his parents couldn't like handle him, so they would keep sending him off to like military school basically in Utah. And I just couldn't do anymore. His mom actually told me like, "Oh, you could call him there," and thing that made me like dump him is like he told me that I couldn't call him. It's like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. This is over. And years later, he had like the nerve to ask me if I wanted to get back together with him. I didn't say anything. No, I didn't reply to him, which is bad. But during dating him, I ended up basically starting to experience depression, and it was really bad. I am on medication for it. And also with depression comes anxiety. So I have anxiety, I have depression, and then my long disability is I have a neuroencephalopathy, which means brain damage. So when I was like born, I had like the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck, which cut like the air to my brain. So because of the being able to do, my brain just couldn't fully process stuff and work in the capacity as like a normal person's brain can. So like, and my parents took me to a bunch of people to figure out like what the heck is like going on with our kid. And it wasn't until I was diagnosed with, neuroencephalopathy that it started to make sense. So, yeah, and basically the breakup was really hard, and my heart was broken, it was shattered, and I just couldn't bring myself to trust someone with it again for a long time. And because I was in a school for kids with like learning disabilities, there was a lot of boys there, but of course, like I said, it's kind of like not the best kind of like person to date and have a relationship with for the most part. So I so yeah, and then in my high school years, like the last of my junior to like my senior year, I was still going to that school half of the day, and then I was going to a high school for like elective classes for the rest of the day. So it also didn't give me an opportunity to really make friends or to date. Yeah, and yeah, the thing about I'm sure, like, I don't know if you guys know about BTS, but they have one of the people that Suga, he also has depression. I can definitely like relate to him with like the feeling of like just wanting to, and this is gonna get deep, people. This is gonna get deep. Just like wanting to end it all because I feel like a bond to my family, and like that they would be like better off like without me. I never really physically hurt myself, but there you go. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna end the stream. Wow. Oh. Yeah, so I won't. I'll go into, but yeah, I just couldn't. I could never bring to harm myself. The same. I couldn't do that. But yeah, I can like something like relate to, people that go through it. I'm good though. I'm fine. I'm not gonna do anything. Don't worry. Um, so yeah, it's just something that I have to live with and cope with, and it's just something that just, of course, it's not gonna go away. Like I can take medication to try to, make it not as big of a thing, but it's just something that I accepted, and it's fine. So yeah, but whenever I felt like I was like ready to like go out there and like date, which was like the whole entire thing with like eHarmony, it just like showed like to me like, nope, we're not ready to date. It's not your time. But like I'm old fashioned. I'd rather meet someone out in the wild than talk to people like over the phone and stuff like that, like messaging, because things can be taken out of context and stuff like that. And you can actually get like a real like vibe off of someone when you meet them in person, so you know if they're like not a good person to associate yourself with or not. Um, So yeah, so I definitely want to meet someone just out there. Uh, so yeah, because I like, you know, I'm trying, like I'm 27, like I'm gonna be 27. I'm honestly, I never did the whole dating thing, but I feel like I'm at the point in life that I don't want to do the whole dating thing. I want to like find someone that I have a connection with, that I could maybe build like a life with. Like I'm just like, and experience the world with, and then maybe like have like children and all of that. Like that's what I'm ready for. So, and I don't know if I believe in soulmates and stuff like that, but if I do have a soulmate, they are definitely taking a long time to find me. That is for sure. But yeah, I just hope that someday I'll be able to find my better half. So, yeah. So let's just go and talk about more like happy. Let's just try to be happy. Talk about more uplifting stuff and stuff like that. I would try showing off my tattoos at some point. I had to wear something where I can actually show them off. The ones on my lower back, that is. Because I have two back there. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, like going out and like the whole entire thing, like yeah, going to like conventions and stuff like that. When you go to things like events like that where you're showing like a shared interest with people, it's great. I went to the Renaissance Fair like last year with my dad. Sure, about my dog, he probably would have loved that. But yeah, I just realized that it wasn't really for me. I felt like so I guess underdressed because people were wearing like these like elaborate outfits, and I was just wearing a red wine hood costume that I got from Halloween Express. So yeah, that's why if I do end up going to like the anime convention, I do want to like bring my YouTube OC to life. I want to bring Vampire Cat to life. Even if that means wearing red colored contact lenses, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, because like I said, I had the cat ears, I have like the kimono dress, I just need shoes, a tail, and that's and I'll basically be good to go. So yeah, that's the thing. I do like creating stories for characters that I make up. So like I said before, like of course I made like a whole story for Vampire Cat, and who she is, I gave her lore. So yeah, but my inspiration was for her was originally I had a cat named Sunny. He's a black cat, and he's like a little canine teeth, which show when had his mouth closed, so he looked like a vampire. It's like, oh, vampire cat. And I thought it was an original idea until I saw there was multiple people on YouTube with the same name. It's like, oh, I guess it's not as original as I thought it was. So yeah, so that was fun. Um, and I am an animal lover, so I want to go out and meet people who have like dogs and stuff like that, so Fritz can make friends too. Because even he's lonely, he needs friends. He needs some doggy friends that can play around with and chase and sniff butts with and all that kind of dog stuff. I'm definitely kind of, I guess you could maybe say I'm a crazy dog owner because I want him to have a girlfriend. I want to give my dog a girlfriend. It's like at least one of us won't be lonely then. At least one of us will have somebody. So yeah. Gosh, I wish he was here so you could see him. But no, he's with my dad. My dad loves him. He loves my small dog. Everyone seems to love Fritz. I'm trying not, so I try not to bop. Because that's probably the last thing that you want to hear. So yeah. Oof. Uh, no, I haven't. If I do go to an anime convention, it'd be like the first one I went to. I went to like a Halloween one, which is really cool and stuff like that. There was someone there that did like special effects makeup, which is awesome. I think it'd be kind of it would be fun to like be like a model for special effects makeup. It would be really cool. I used to watch Face Off. That show is all about doing special effects makeup, and I watched it with my mom and stuff like that. It was freaking cool. That people are capable of doing. Yeah, we have like parks in the area. We don't we have like dog parks, but we have parks where you can take a dog to and run around. It's just a Fritz. He's a flight risk. If he sees a person, he's gonna go running after them, and then I will have to chase after him. So that's why I try to keep him like on his leash, so that way I can like grab it before anything can happen. Nothing's happened yet, but I'm not gonna risk it. So yeah, it's nice to have a dog that loves people, but because of that, it's just it's not good. So yeah, so he's just basically a puppy. He's gonna be like 4 years old this summer. So yeah. So yeah, but yeah. He definitely prefers, because he's a small dog, so he definitely prefers like small dogs over big dogs. He feels more comfortable with them. So yeah, I'm more comfortable with big dogs. I grew up with like big dogs my whole life. He's my first purebred, and he's my first little dog too. So yeah. But like I said, I never thought like the dogs I actually wanted to get someday was a corgi and a Burmese mountain dog. But instead, I got a little fluffy dog that's like a child. He's like a little kid. He doesn't listen to what I tell him at all. He talks back to me when I tell him to stop talking. So it's definitely like having a little kid. He's he's becoming he's already become a teenager. Just don't listen to mom. Just do what you want. So yeah. Which just proves like right now, at least right now, I'm not ready to have kids because of him. I got my hands full. I don't need any more animals right now until he mellows out. So yeah. And then I have my cat Nala. She lives with my parents. She's like 16 years old. She's a really old cat. So yeah, she's chubby too. Her tummy, her little belly hangs and it wobbles when she walks. So yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. I did get like a headset, not a headset, a controller. I got a controller to hook up to my laptop. But when I hook it up, when I talk to my friends on Discord, it disrupts the Discord. So I can't have my control plugged in while I'm using Discord to talk to my friends, which is really funny. So I bought something that I don't know if I'm ever gonna use, which is great. It's basically with a Grand Theft Auto. I bought that game, uh, like the not the like the one that they currently have, and I had to basically uninstall all my games on my laptop to install it. And then I had like my dad's work headset hooked up to it. No one could hear what I was saying in the game, So I bought an expensive game, did all of that, and wasn't able to ever play it. That was a fun time. So yeah, maybe someday I'll have an actual computer. Maybe. So yeah. My neighbors do have dogs, but they're older than Fritz, and so they're not like really in the mood to be playing and running around with a 3-year-old dog, which is the problem. So yeah. This is one place that's like an indoor dog park, but the indoor park that they have right now is mainly just big dogs. And I don't think I would not put my small dog in a position where he's surrounded by a bunch of big dogs that just want to like play with him and chase after him. I don't want him to be scarred. Like how Ty was scarred when his older siblings came to a visit and basically ran after him. And for the longest time, he was afraid of big dogs when him himself was a big dog. Just trying to stay cool. The only reason why I'm wearing glasses is so I can like read the chat. So yeah. I usually wear glasses. I just don't wear glasses when I make videos. I don't know why. I just don't. So. Sorry. It's well, when I honestly wasn't planning, didn't think that would go on this long. So I guess I will have to figure out when to end the stream. But as far as like testing out live streaming for the first time, even though I basically have just one person watching, I feel like it's gone pretty well. Like I didn't have any big expectations coming into this, honestly. So I'm just yeah. And that's the thing. People go into like things having big expectations, and then it just doesn't end up being like what they thought it was gonna be. So yeah, and like I said, I'm not a big channel anyways. I'm a very small channel, but I don't make videos to have like views or subscribers. I made the vlog videos originally so I could remember things that I've done, because I don't have a very good memory. I forget some things. So I made videos in order just to remember all the moments in my life, especially the big ones. So yeah. And just like seeing people being interested in what I have to put out there is great. Twitch has definitely become pretty popular. So I try to bring out as much Fritz content as I can. So yeah. The one where he got wet was like one of the biggest videos that I've made. Along with like the eHarmony like dating one and a few others. But yeah. It felt good seeing how much people loved seeing Fritz get soaking wet. So yeah. He isn't exactly a big fan of water. My parents have a pool, and instead of swimming in the pool, he just lays on sits on a floaty and just floats around the pool. That's how he enjoys it, which is really funny. And he's not really. He's a dog, but he's not a dog. And like us. So, yeah. Honestly, I think I will be winding the stream down soon. Um, so yeah, because I really don't like unless people like give me something to talk about. I just try to find stuff to talk about. Um, so it was nice talking to you. Um, I'm glad to have you as a subscriber to my channel. Woody, like people who have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Um, I wasn't expecting anyone to have a bunch of subscribers, so just the few that I have, I really appreciate them. They're great, they're wonderful, and I will let you know about future ones and more if I have any more details about the gaming stream with my friends. I hope I get at least a couple more people to watch that. It should be fun being able to work with my friends and bring some fun characters to life. But yeah, and I'll make sure that my dog is here next time so you can all see him and his cuteness, his adorableness. So yeah, he's basically my life. He's the only man in my life right now. Boy in my life is my dog. But yeah, that is basically, I will also keep updates about my work situation and how that's going on. But ultimately, I hope that I can bring more contact, more variety to you guys. I just need to look into being able to do that. All right. It's nice talking to you all who showed up. Bye.